think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Kyle Kuzma out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Rollins in at the 2 guard. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night. He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
Turner, a screen on McCollum. Porter finds Turner. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, Turner is used to absorbing contact on the way up. Terrific balance on display there.
Pass to Okongwu. Now McCollum jacks up a 3. A rebound by Turner. Here's Kuzma. Porter looks it over. Here's Rollins. Clock at 6. Pass to Green for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Daniels outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's McCollum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum. A long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A. One of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
Good on the shot.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Pass to Okongwu. And here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by Turner. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Porter. McCollum defends. The drive by Porter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
And this is why you can't let Porter Jr. get a lane, because he's going to run all over you.
McCollum outside from the arc. Atlanta again missing. The Bucks leading by 4. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Rollins. Here's Porter. McCollum defends. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Here's Green, following the score by Atlanta. Inside. Here's Kuzma, and that one's good. And Green with the assist.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better. Good ball movement here by Atlanta.
to McCollum. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Kuzma, the pass to Porter. Green with a screen on McCollum. Porter from outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 4. Daniels outside. Okongwu, the pass to McCollum. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Three-pointer, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. Porter's got 7 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Daniels left side. Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Outside Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside Green. Outside Porter. There's a screen by Turner. Let's go with a three. He can't get that one to fall. Hawks trail by 7. Johnson a screen on Porter. Porter against McCollum. Up top Johnson. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
Back to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Well, the Hawks shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. 5th best, the Bucks.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
And here's Okongwu. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Here's Alexander Walker. Counted from distance.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Lets it go from deep. Atlanta with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Daniels. It's Johnson with a drive, and it's in there. And now just a 5-point Bucks lead. And here's Milwaukee now. Outside, Green. Here's Kuzma. From the top of the key. Rebounded by Daniels.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Pass to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Porter. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Bucks leading by 5. Now here's Green. Kuzma outside. Beyond the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Alexander Walker. And And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Kuzma, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Green. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Pass to Rollins. Left side, Porter. 6 to shoot. From 8 feet away. Yep, that one's good. Porter's got 9.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Now Risacher. Kispert outside. Pass to Landale. Outside Risacher. From downtown. It's hauled in by Portis.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't allow Turner to get this close to the basket.
Outside Kuminga. And here's Risacher. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Rollins passes to Porter. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Alexander Walker with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Risacher. No good on the triple.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
What do you expect to see from Gary Trent Jr. on any given night, Coach?
Well, look, B.A., you're going to get a combination of good shooting, soft touch in close, and he can go vertical. He makes some spectacular plays.
That one falls. Give him 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Porter. A minute 29 left in the first quarter. Here's Rollins. Still no points. Turner, no good. Now Landale. Now here's Risacher. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And here's Kuminga for 3. Knocks down the long J. Now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Porter. Turner for 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Turner's got 7.
Yeah, that's a nice answer 3 by Turner. He has that quiet competitive streak.
Kuminga, the pass to Alexander Walker. Pulls it in from the elbow. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
The last game between these teams was so close, but ultimately their bench put them over the top.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
Outside Risacher. Puts up a deep 3. The shot comes out. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got Gary Trent. He's out there with Cam Thomas. Jackson out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Jang in at the four-man position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Risacher. And there's the screen from behind the arc. A rebound by Jackson.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Jackson.
Well, you can see there, it was a good defensive effort, but Portis was composed and wouldn't be thrown off.
Here's McCollum. He had 25 points in the win against Washington.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Portis. 14 points for him last game against New York. Thomas outside. Over McCollum. Thomas misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And Landale gets it to go.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Thomas with the ball. No points so far. Pass to Jang. And here's Trent. Risacher covering. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Thomas against McCollum. Thomas drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Well, you see the suddenness of Thomas. That's a tough play to defend.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Landale with a screen to the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, McCollum is so poised in pick and rolls. Excellent job navigating it there.
Thomas outside. And he makes it. Thomas has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
McCollum looks around. Pass to Risacher. The three. Here's Kispert. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Jackson. Here's Thomas. Back to Jackson. Trent on the wing. Pass to Jang. Now here's Thomas. Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's McCollum. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Landale with a screen. The three from Risacher. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jang. Green's checked in for Jackson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Trent. Atlanta also making some changes. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kispert. And Hield is subbed in for Risacher. Now Turner. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Thomas, that's good. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Back to Porter. Kuzma outside. Pass to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And it's Alexander Walker in for Hield. Free throw good. Thomas.
Everyone knows Cam Thomas shoots the ball very well. But how about everything else? This is a guy who competes for everything.
Now here's Daniels. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
And had a high number of steals. Just a ball hawk, striking fear into the opponent.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Here's Porter. 11 points for him last game against New York.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Porter.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Porter hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Soft touch off the glass. McCollum's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
It's Thomas on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. Thomas, left side. The rebound by Atlanta. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And here's Milwaukee now, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Now here's Thomas, covered by Alexander Walker. Count that one.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Porter against McCollum. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. It's stolen by Kuzma. Here's Thomas. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, Thomas has options out there. He has the touch to score in the mid-range areas.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Turner against Okongwu. Pass to McCollum. Puts up a three. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
And the Bucks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kuminga, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And here's Porter. He's got 13. Sends it home from three-point land. Kuzma's got 5 points.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Pass to Kuminga. Over Green. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on A.J. Green. Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Both free throws good for Kuminga. And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Outside Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. 5 to shoot. Lots of room. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Turner. 9 points in the game. Shoots. It's Kuzma with the miss. Johnson on the wing. Outside Kuminga. Takes a three. Gets the three ball to go. Kuminga's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Porter pass to Rollins. Pass to Turner. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that's the result of Turner staying active at the offensive end and drawing a whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Turner.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. Two skills every team wants in one package. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Porter. Here's Rollins. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Turner, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Outside Johnson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. It's Kuzma with the miss. Kuzma's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And here's Kuminga for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Green for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu with it. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Knocks down the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Bucks trail by 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Porter. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And making the shot while getting fouled. I mean, it's about focus. KPJ staying with it.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Warriors, Kevin Porter Jr.
Seconds left in the first half. Here's Kuminga. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
He gets it up. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the quarter. See you in just a bit.
Atlanta. 56. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
When I look at the Bucks, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Nice game. Great performance by Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The Bucks shooting it well at 59%. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. Now here's Daniels. No points yet. Now Johnson. To the middle. Here's Alexander-Walker. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Porter, the pass to Rollins. Now here's Turner. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. On the wing, Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
Now here's McCollum. Now here's Alexander-Walker. Outside Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Kuzma. From deep, Johnson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Porter. Here's Rollins. And here's Porter. Kuzma, left side. For the lead. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Johnson.
Yeah, so skilled once he gets in close. Kuzma has so many moves around the rim.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma, a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, they're up 1. You just hope that this free throw doesn't come back to haunt them.
Daniels outside. Back to McCollum. That 3's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Porter, and that comes off the assist by Green. Porter's got 18 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Kuzma against Johnson. The 3. It's hauled in by Rollins. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Kuzma. And he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for him.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Johnson. Daniels outside. Back to Alexander-Walker. They need this. And Atlanta misses again.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or 2, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all three levels.
Both good from the line that time. Hawks trail by 7. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Here's McCollum. 4-3. Hits a three-pointer. McCollum's got 13.
Well, McCollum wasted no time when he has a window.
Kuzma outside. Green for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Now Alexander Walker. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on A.J. Green.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Alexander Walker. Shooting 1.
Free throw, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Porter against McCollum. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Pass to Turner. This one for 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, hey, shooting off the catch is right in Turner's wheelhouse.
Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. Now Daniels. Here's the 3. Porter pulls it in. Pass to Turner. The 3 is up. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Yeah, Miles Turner is just pouring them in, playing fearless offense.
Daniels outside. Back to McCollum. Launches it. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Porter. He's got 18. Pass to Turner. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Johnson. That one's good for 2. 8 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
All right, we know Johnson favors these close-in looks. He likes a sure thing.
And here's Porter. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. It's Kuzma with the miss. Hawks trail by 5. On the wing, Daniels. Alexander Walker with it. 22 points for him. And there's the lob. Oh, stolen by Turner. Kuzma outside. To the inside. Here's Porter. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Porter's got 20.
At his core, Kevin Porter Jr. is out there to get buckets and light it up. And we've seen that side of him tonight.
Now here's McCollum. 16 points for him. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Here's Porter. And here's Green from the arc. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Back to Green from outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Here's McCollum to the wing on the left. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. From 8 feet away, and that one good.
Yeah, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Checked in for Porter Jr. Atlanta also making some changes. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Daniels, and it's Rizachet in for Alexander Walker. Green against Kuminga. Green, the pass to Rollins. Thomas outside. No good on the 3. Hawks trail by 8. Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Rollins passes to Kuzma. Thomas outside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Hawks trail by 8. Here's Vincent. Pass to Johnson. Outside Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Vincent. There's the screen by Kuzma. Thomas passes to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Pass to Rizachet. Now here's Vincent. Back to Rizachet. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. And here's Kuminga for 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 8 to the paint. Here's Green. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Jang, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kispert's checked in.
At the line for the Bucks, Green. One shot.
Atlanta with the ball. 11-point game. Vincent outside. Over to the left wing. Kuminga down low. He's against Jang. Back to Vincent. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Kuminga for 3. No good on the shot.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Jang passes to Thomas. back and fires. It's hauled in by Landale. Landale's got 4 rebounds now. Now Risache, 5 points in the game. Pass to Kuminga to snap the cold streak. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Well, you see the strength right there. Kuminga is skilled at fending off the defense.
Here's Rollins. Green for 3. Connects from downtown. Green's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Now here's Landale. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Pass to Kuminga. Vincent outside. Puts it up. That's good on the jumper. 41 seconds left in the third. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Vincent. Here's Rollins. Back to Jang. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Hawks trail by 13. Now here's Risache, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. On the wing, Vincent. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Gary Trent, Cam Thomas out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Jang in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Milwaukee with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. Outside Porter. Fades and shoots. Doesn't go there. 8 for 12. Hawks trail by 11. Landale inside, defended by Portis. Here's McCollum, rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Porter. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Trent outside, the 3 ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. McCollum outside. There's a screen to the middle. Out to Kuminga. And here's Kispert from the arc. On target from range. Kispert's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter, leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Landale, the pass to McCollum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Milwaukee leading by 7. On the wing, Porter. McCollum defends. Thomas outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Thomas plays with a high level of energy. Cam really challenges the defense to stop it.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. Milwaukee making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And he's good on the second. Hawks trail by 8. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Porter against McCollum. There's the 3. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Up top, McCollum. He's guarded by Porter. McCollum against Porter. Outside Rizachet. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Thomas. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And Thomas gets it done from anywhere, including when he's this close to the rim.
Left side, Rizachet. McCollum on the wing. Pass to Kispert. Here's Kuminga. Rebounded by Trent. And so Trent will bring it up for Milwaukee. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Inside. Here's Portis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Now here's Rizachet. McCollum outside. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, just fantastic defense right there by Turner. He has a great sense for when to go for these rejections.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Portis. Green comes in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 26 points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Turner. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Kuminga against Kuzma. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Rizachet. Kispert outside. Outside Johnson. Now Kuminga. Green covering. Fade away. The 3 from Rizachet. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Rizachet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside Porter. And he makes it on the layup. 27 points for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Rizachet from behind the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. McCollum against Porter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Porter. Can't get it to drop. Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Kispert. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Kuzma for three. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, range check there for Kuzma, and he knocks it down.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. Daniels comes in for Kispert. And it's Alexander Walker in for Rizachet. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Up top, Johnson. McCollum outside. To halt the run. And it's good on the layup. McCollum's got 28.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Porter. Outside, Green. Right side, Porter. Clock at 6. McCollum with some nice D.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The kick out to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker for three. McCollum, he buries it from three. McCollum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
McCollum against Porter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
At the line for 2, Kevin Porter Jr.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Porter. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hawks trail by 12. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And he lays it up and in. McCollum's got 33 points.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago going up against the Bulls. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Okongwu. McCollum outside. The shake. And McCollum slams it in.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
And here's Porter. Turner, a screen on McCollum. Turner outside for three. Not that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. Oh, missed on the tray.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Outside Porter. Oh, big finish! And he slams it down.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected cam? And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 10. Johnson outside. Picked up by Okongwu. McCollum! The three is off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Kuzma outside. Tries from 10. Oh, no good. Hawks trail by 10. Okongwu with it. Turner covering. Doubled by Turner. Okongwu outside. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Green. Porter outside. Kuzma outside. Green outside. Tosses it up. Turner inside. Okongwu on him. Okongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Milwaukee has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Now Green. Here's Rollins. Porter. And the three misses. Okongwu against Turner. McCollum fires. It's money from deep.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
And that's an intentional foul. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected cam? Here's Kuzma. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Atlanta with possession here. Jalen Johnson. Oh, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 14-6 run.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
So Milwaukee wins it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Alex